Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ben, this is Books with Genghis Khan, and today I have for you a fall book haul. I have been trying to slow down on my book buying and am mostly succeeding because I haven't come to you with one of these for a while. So I have a lot of goodies that I'm excited to show off, from some new releases and special editions to some mini used bookstore haul, and also a bunch from Book Outlet to get me some new authors and to start building up and completing some of my series sets. So let's start with The Sunlit Man by Brandon Sanderson, the last of the 4 Secret Projects books, and it is once again just a spectacular physical edition. I love the black sprayed edges to go with the color theme. Cover's amazing, the red color really stands out. I think it'll look great on the shelf next to the other ones. And just flip through for a little bit of the art. Once again, great end papers, amazing color art. I read the preview chapters for this one, and I loved the beginning, so I think this is going to be a great ride of a book. Can't wait to do it now that I have my physical copy in hand. I'll probably do it immersively. Yeah, just some of my favorite physical books that I now own are these Secret Project books, and for a very reasonable price. So Dragonsteel is just killing it when it comes to delivering high quality products. Next is a Kickstarter I've been waiting for a while. That's The Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wang, and the color is amazing. Love the cover art, the foil, the color themes, and the silver gilt edges I am just a huge fan of. And with this Kickstarter, I think they also delivered not only a beautiful cover on the outside, but really awesome kind of naked hardback design. It feels really nice. Yeah, I'm not sorry that I got this, even though I haven't read it yet, because I'll use this for my first read so much better than the really lower quality printed self-pub paperback that I had before. So yeah, I am pumped to try out this. Here's a new release I just got sent over from the UK, and that is Bernard Cornwell's newest book, Sharpe's Command. I think this slots in around number 14 chronologically out of like the 23 Sharpe books, and I'm already almost halfway through after a couple days and having a blast going kind of back in time into the Peninsular Campaign in the midst of the British fighting against the French in Spain. So this is a cool edition. It hasn't released in the US yet, but it has in the UK. But this is a special edition from Enderita Books, signed by Bernard Cornwell, and for something that really didn't cost much more than the usual standard trade hardcover. I love getting a little extra bang for your buck. Nice cover, but this one also has a naked hardback design with little swords and a raven with Bernard Cornwell's name, collector's edition on there, little sign of the 95th Rifles, and signed by Cornwell. So yeah, really happy with this new release. It's so cool that Cornwell at 79 still releasing books, and that I can jump on that now that I'm so far into the Sharpe series. I have a couple other new releases that are just the trade hardcovers, but this series I haven't started. This is book 2 of the Kithmar trilogy by Daniel Abraham. This is Blade of Dream, but I really love the covers, and just I am convinced I'm going to love everything Abraham has written, so I'm buying these sight unseen, and just love the cover design. So if you are going to pay for that hardcover, I think it's nice on the shelf, but also it's nice if the cover design really is something you love, which is the case with a lot of Orbit's books nowadays for me. And then here's another new release in the Unorthodox Chronicles by James J. Butcher. This is Long Past Dues, just came out. I enjoyed Dead Man's Hand, book 1 last year, so I'm going to get to this very soon. Excited to continue that tale. Now here is a Sanderson Deluxe Edition that I was waiting for a long time after the Indiegogo campaign, I think it was. And this is the White Sand Omnibus. This is the one main Cosmere work that I have not read yet. And I should have just gotten the regular edition because I liked the bright colors, the look of the cover art. This deluxe edition is kind of drab. It's all gray. The slipcover is nice though. But the actual deluxe edition is really gray. It has this glitter design, so if I touch it, the glitter's all coming off on my hands. Don't really love the feel of it. I don't think it's going to look great on the shelf with the spine. But I am excited, though, to try out a Sanderson graphic novel, and I know it's a canon important kind of story in the Cosmere with some character crossovers for some important characters. So I'm excited to try it. I don't exactly have the highest hopes, but I want to know what's going on in all corners of the Cosmere. So that might be a kind of winter read for me when I'm looking for something a little different. Editing Ben here from the future with a last minute edition that just came in the mail from the author himself, Von Roycroft. This is Bold Ascension, Book 2 in the Sunder Nation trilogy. Finally got my nice new copy with the gorgeous new cover art, and it looks amazing. I had an ARC, I was in kind of an advanced reader, so I'm gonna probably give this another read, and yeah, looks amazing. I think this will become available for the public on Amazon around November 14th, so just a couple weeks away. Everyone get their hands on Book 2. Future Ben here, since I haven't gotten this video out in a couple days and I got some more book mail. This is Trader of Red Winter by Ed McDonald, Book 2 in the Red Winter Chronicles. I really liked Book 1 last year, Daughter of Red Winter. I think fans of Robin Hobb might really find a lot to love here. Just some deep, nuanced character work, some fresh feeling, epic fantasy. Yeah, I can't wait to continue the tale with this one. And a beautiful cover. Love the colors on this cover. Man, so many publishers and different artists and series are just doing amazing jobs on their very appealing covers on just a very basic aesthetic level. Love this one. And now to two things that were sent to me by the authors. So it's cool that I'm being sent things, and I don't know when I'll be able to read these, but I do hope to give them a try. This one is by Thomas Roque. It's book 1 of the Sellsword series, The Dogs of War. And I think this is 100 Years' War historical fiction taking place around 1427. Seems like it's kind of a historical adventure kind of book, and I tend to have really enjoyed those with the Sharp series. So this is a period of history I'll know almost nothing about. So I think I might be interested in trying that, and hopefully we'll enjoy it. And then this is Dead Boy's Game and the Broken Vow by A. David Singh, the book 1 of the Magical Rome universe. So David has been a loyal viewer of the channel for a while, and he sent me his book that's kind of historical fantasy set in a fantastical version of Rome. And I have also not read many things set in ancient Rome, and that's a setting that greatly intrigues me. So I am also looking forward to trying that at some point. Thanks for sending that to me, David. Now to my used bookstore haul, which is just 3 books. I was on a recent road trip in New England, stopped at a used bookstore near the College of Bowdoin in Maine, and just found a few books right before closing time. I was zooming through the shelves trying to find things, and I did, because one of the few remaining Bernard Cornwell books that I don't have, this is Redcoat. It's one of his standalones from kind of American Revolutionary War historical fiction. And I've still not read any books by Neil Gaiman, a major author in modern fantasy. This is Norse mythology. I don't know anything really about Norse mythology besides just some of the few basics from popular culture. So I'm excited to try that. And then continuing to build my Gemmell collection, this is book 2 in the Troy trilogy, Shield of Thunder. Troy, Shield of Thunder. I already had book 1, now I have book 2, so I am sure that I'm going to love this. Can't wait. And then I'll finish up with a bunch of things I got from a few book outlet orders. This is book 2 in Kate Elliott's Sun Chronicles series, Furious Heaven. Haven't yet read book 1. It's supposed to be like a female Alexander the Great in space kind of setup, but I will give that one a try. And then another book in the Greycoat series, Night Shadow. Is that book 2? I think I have 2 of them now. And then the first books that the author Stephen Arion ever wrote were in this series that I don't know the name of, but we have Battle Mage and Blood Mage. So that was his first fantasy series, and it's the Age of Darkness. Okay, I think it's a trilogy. And then catching up on getting a copy of one of these that I've read a long time ago when I borrowed it from a friend. This is Dan Simmons' Hyperion. I picked up the other books in this series from used bookstores, but never found this one, because probably it's so popular. But if I give this a reread, I'll probably start back at book 1, and I never continued on into the sequel series. And I remember really liking this, and it's really interesting Canterbury Tales style, so want to give that one a read. Some recent sci-fi. This is Infomocracy by Malka Older. I've seen a review of this that got me intrigued with the premise, so I really have been ignoring a lot of more recent sci-fi and want to give more of those a chance. And then book 1 of The War for the Rose Throne by Peter McLean. This is Priest of Bones. I already had book 2. Now I got book 1. I can really start it and hope that it's a big hit for me. Here's a, I think, standalone book by an author that I've loved with the Magician's Trilogy. That's Lev Grossman. This is Warp. It's a short novel, but I haven't read anything else that he's written, and really loved the Magician's Trilogy, so want to try some other things, see if there's more waiting for me with an author that I love. Here's book 1 of a series that I have seen talked about just so little as far as traditionally published fantasy within the last 15 years. That is the Draconis Memoria series by Anthony Ryan. This is book 1, The Waking Fire. I tend to really love dragons in fantasy, and I saw Nikki, the obsessive bookseller, mention that she's enjoyed this series, so that gives me high hopes, but I know almost zero about it, so I may go in with very few expectations. That sometimes is really nice. So yeah, hopefully I like that one. We have another one in the Wayfarers series, The Galaxy and the Ground Within. This, I've just been slowly collecting all the books from Book Outlet on sale, and have no clue if I'm going to like this whole style of cozy sci-fi, but I do hope it is a nice change of pace. And then finally, the conclusion to the Last War trilogy. This is Until the Last by Mike Shackle. I love the beefy feel of this one. It's got that thick paper, and it's about 800 pages of it. So that is a beefy boy, and I love these cover art of every book in the series, by the way. It's so stark and really sets it apart from everything else. Kind of freaky, and very interested to try this trilogy. So yeah, that was my book haul. Let me know what you really loved seeing in here, anything you're excited to try, or things that you've loved already. I'd love to get hyped, and let me know what you thought. I'll see you later.